to read first is a poem in a children's book that I wrote and illustrated. So if you can come more closely, this is the size of it. And the reason it relates to journey and to place, it was written basically for a child who felt she didn't belong. And it's her journey, but in sort of an allegory type form. Called The Night of the Starfish People. Going out in the night, dark. They are different from us in the way that they look, so we have to go at night. I am afraid. Climb over the rocks, reach the sand. As tall as me, and the night throws shadows. 5 legs each one of them has. They are the starfish people. I went there one night, and the moon was in shadow out in the sand with a starfish. The oldest starfish came forward. He bowed politely and told me a story. Once, long ago, a starfish ran away and met a human, he said. They were married and were happy. Their home was among humans. But then they had a baby. She was beautiful, a little like her father, the human, but mostly like her mother, the starfish, with many legs. The humans were angry to have a baby that looked so much like a starfish. They drove the mother starfish and her baby away. We humans took them in. We starfish people took them in. And now it's sad, for the baby has grown up and she does not look like a human completely, nor yet completely like a starfish. And I said, yes, it's true that she's different, but a difference makes her beautiful. Through her, she shines the beauty of her own self. Let's join hands to celebrate how wonderful it is to share beauty and be friends. So we did. Thank you. Definitely, this next one has a place because it was the first poem I wrote when I came to Syracuse. I live in Syracuse now, but I came from downstate New York. And it's called On a Certain Street. By North Alvord Street, 20-year-old prostitutes slowly walk up their beat, wiggling their hips, shadows of girls in desperate dance, hopes extinguished by North Alvord Street. Near North Alvord Street, a man was hit, smashed with a pipe, lying unconscious by bus stop sign, a victim of boys who thought he was rich. Blood soaks into cracks by hardened concrete near North Alvord Street. On North Alvord Street, children learn early to steal to survive, to not trust their neighbor, to lie to protect, to hide all their feelings, to live in confusion, to act out of fear on North Alvord Street. In our own minds, we all have a street, a North Alvord Street. We can lie to ourselves, be fearful, not trust, make a head game a mentality street that just divides people, encourages hopelessness, encourages the fixes of drug, food, or work to hide from the pain in our hideaway street, like North Alvord Street. Thank you. Something that, as far as finding my place is concerned in the universe, really is important, is being out in nature. I do love it here for that reason. This poem is called Cycles. The katydids now are creaking their song, not the frantic calls of August eves. Their slow-down may seem sad to some, a warning of the cooler days ahead. It's easy, I suppose, to stay on cycle's surface. The movement of the seasons, the sun, the moon, the stars, the harmony of nature. That cadence gives a meaning and a rhythm to our place. Centered in these cycles' turns remains the core. The love that wakens and that swings us through our days. Thank you. A lot of my poems are very short. Martin could tell you that. This one, again, is finding place by finding where we are in the universe. Thoughts by an old farmhouse. And now the maple trees sway in sympathetic union. Dark masses, such a contrast from the graceful greenery of day. Their shadows run beside them on the wall of ancient paint-filled barn and faded house. Jagged gaps of missing boards and staring darkened windows gaze. Graying emptiness complete. What delights and griefs once joined to make this house and barn a living place? Gone, all gone and quiet now, save the rustle and dry leaves of mice, the too-hoo of owl, and a creak of hinge on wind. Today, the living still proceed in loving birthing, fighting dying. How much the same from when that house and barn were new? Is there a difference in our humankind that strugglingly seeks in oneness to the all? And I'm going to shift to a student of mine who asked me to write a poem about her. To a young woman. Straight dark hair frames an oval face, brown like a maple tree, showing in color the strength that she needs. Dark eyes can build a wall or show sweet compassion. She has a strong grace that shows her beauty. The storms of life will not wreck her turbulent spirit. Open for love, she risks hurt daily, yet she survives. And I don't mind if people clap or not afterwards, because it's hard to know when I'm ending, I know, because these things tend to go very fast sometimes. Okay.
We'll catch up with you on the applause at the end.
Okay, I don't mind at all. Just sometimes my poems are extremely short, and this is one of them. It's called Letting Go. Fear, an icy, painful grasp, holds desires and dreams in place, never letting them evolve to their tender, fragile ways, that against the storm will bend, that against the hurt will heal, that against destruction hopes that against old ways will change. Safety in the known is false. And I have now, in time. Then I'm going to close with this one. This poem is dedicated to all those who have been battered, abused, or traumatized as children, or who were victims, or who suffered from wartime atrocities. It's called Seer, S-E-E-R. From the act, I see the rage, and in the rage, I see the hurt, and in the hurt, I see the fear, and in the fear, I see a cage. And round that cage, I see a river. And in the river, I see forgiveness. And in the forgiveness, I see acceptance. And in acceptance, I see life. In life, I see love. And in love, I see hope. And in hope, I see the future. Thank you.